Shalom. I'm going to start by giving all glory and praises to the Heavenly Father and Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. The true name of the Heavenly Father, his name is Yahweh, and his Son, his name is Yahweh Shai, the Lord eagle called Jesus Christ, who is the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, and the living Savior of the elect. The elect being 144,000, we so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the chosen people of the Heavenly Father and Most High, Yahweh, the Hebrew Israelites. Double on this, my apostles and elders, regarding millstones of my elder apostle, and also the Akim, to this truth, I say the water. Peace and salutations to the elected men across all corners of the earth, using this word and also seeing truth, and also confusion of faces. I say shalom. This video is going to the judgment that Yahweh Shai is going to bring upon 2/3 of our people for their rebellious nature against his truth, against his word, against what the prophets, the men of the Lord are bringing out on the highways and byways, and also on YouTube as well. And basically, all that rebelliousness, should I say, that you're doing against the Most High, Yahweh Shai, ultimately, you're all going to pay for that, man, during the times to come, such as Jacob's trouble, World War III, etc., man. I'm going to get into, Lord willing, as well. This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. It says, "Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin." Let me read that again. It says, woe, I'm going to break it down. It says, woe and woe's destruction. Woe to the rebellious children. That rebellious children, 2/3 of our people, man. 2/3 of our people, you so Negroes, Latinos, and Americans, man. You're of this world, man. You're going to be the people who take that chip, who take the mark of the beast. You're the people who, as scriptures, as sin to sin. You don't take no thought, no consideration of what Yahweh Shai may be feeling, man. You go by your own, by how you feel, man. That do as that will spirit, man. You think that you can sin and then go pray and then sin again and stuff like that, man. It doesn't work like that, man. And that's why Yahweh Shai is going to bring judgment to this place, this land of America, Babylon the Great, and also across the four corners of the earth. Because as Scripture said in Revelation 14 chapter, how all nations are drunk in the wine of the wrath of tribulation, man. So all these countries are gonna feel that judgment, but primarily the land of America, because that's where all wickedness stems from. That's where Esau's empire is, man. Woe to rebellious children, save the Lord. The Lord is Yahweh Shai. Take counsel, but not of me. Yeah, man, that counsel is his word, man. The brothers, the men of the Lord who are on the highways and byways, man, teaching his word. The men who sacrifice, doing other things to bear out this word, man. Men who bear out this truth on YouTube as well, man. To reach the elect, the 144,000 men, the remnant that spoken of in Isaiah 10 verse 22 shall return, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walk to go down in Egypt have no ox at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. And we know Egypt, spiritual Egypt, is America, and that's the current times that we live in, man. And if you go, I think it's in 2nd Esdras 15 chapter, basically goes into woe onto Egypt and Syria, man. Assyria, which is America, which I'll get into, Lord willing, as well. Just bookmark it real quick. Yeah, it's in scripture, 2nd Esdras, 9th chapter. I'm gonna go to a certain verse. It basically sums it all up, man. To you rebellious people, man. 2/3 of our people. We can tell you, Jakes, what's about to happen. How Yahweh Shai is going to bring judgment to this place. That it's a high time to wake out of sleep, man. Because Yahweh Shai is coming. That Yahweh Shai is coming, and when he comes, he's not gonna come in open arms, man. He's coming to bring vengeance and great bloodshed to this place. We can tell you all of that, but you still won't listen, man. You'll still go to these clubs, being in mirth and all types of things, but not in the right mind state. And that's why Yahweh Shai is gonna do what he's gonna do, man. Because you wanna stop and you don't wanna learn, man. So yeah, man. I'm starting from verse 6. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful works and ending effect and signs. Everyone that should be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed. That's going into the elect, 100,000 men, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land. And them said perils is Jacob's trouble, man, where famine, pestilence, and a sword will be used as a weapon stick for 2/3 of our people, man. As I made a video titled how the Most High's weapon stick is the so-called white man, Esau, because it's true, man. More Esau's doing, should I say, it's also been doing the will of the Yahweh Shema Shai, but also to punish you Jakes as well, man. And you 2/3 are gonna feel in that day, man. Shall be preserved from the said perils and shall see my salvation in my land, within my borders, for I have sanctified them from the beginning. Verse 9. Then shall they be in pitiful case which have abused my ways, and they have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. For such in their lives have received benefits and have not known me. And you haven't known Yahweh Shema Shai. Even when you came from the highways and byways and brothers told you what it was, you didn't want to hear it, man. You wanted to continue in the ways of wickedness, man, being in the society, man, being of this world. For such in their lives have received benefits have not known me, and they have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, and when yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not but despised it. Yeah, man, the same must know after death by pain, and that's what you great majority of our people are gonna experience, man, very, very soon. The same must know after death by pain, because you're just not gonna change your ways, man. Adhere to the words of Yahweh Shema Shai. It'll be too late, man. So we're gonna have to be destroyed in this land of America, but in the kingdom of heaven, we'll be in your right. When you get into the kingdom of heaven, man, all that wickedness that you're doing, man, you're gonna remember that, man, and the shame is gonna cover you. The scripture just goes into that, and you're just gonna know that we did in the past, man. You went right, man. Ecclesiastes chapter 13 verse 23 says, when a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue, and look what he saith, that he is extolled to the clouds. But if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? And if he stumble, they will help to overthrow him. And that's pretty much what's happening right now, man. The brothers in the houses and bowers, man, they're looked down upon, man, because they're not wearing a suit and tie. They're not shaving their beards, getting shape ups and all types of things, which is highly esteemed, or you're highly seen in this place, man. They're looked down upon, man, especially because we're teaching this word, and which goes into I believe this is John chapter 15 verse. There's another scripture in the book of Matthew which goes into that. Us teaching this word, we're going to be despised, we're going to be hated. But it's John chapter 15 verse 18. It says, if the world hate you, you know they also hate me before you. If we're of the world, the world will love his own. But because you're not of the world, because I've chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. Yeah, man, as I said, Isaiah 10 verse 22, a remnant shall return. That remnant is the elect. And also the Most High has chosen us, Lord willing, as our prisoners of hope, chosen us out of this world to serve him and to be delivered, man. But because you're not of the world, because I've chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. Because we don't stand for what's being promoted in this place, such as homosexuality, paedophilia, all types of wickedness, man. Because that land of America is full of wickedness, man. Job 9:24 tells you that the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judge thereof, if and no man. Who is he? And he is Esau, man. the devil that the Bible speaks of. Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. For they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will also keep yours. And yes, some of the elect men are going to be persecuted, and they have been persecuted. The apostles even brought a story about 9/11 and how they were arrested, and they did nothing but Esau, and through his wickedness, man, he arrested the brothers, man. But the apostles, and it's the same thing which is gonna happen now, man. Esau's gonna demonize us. Pertaining to Revelation chapter 12 verse 12, that if you have but a short time, Esau's gonna come, bring everything he has, man, to bring forth this new agenda, this new world order, man. And that part of that new world order agenda is this truth not being preached. This one world currency and this one world of religion, man. Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they persecute me, they'll also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they'll also keep yours. Verse 21, but all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. Yeah, man. Pertaining to Matthew 10 verse 22, it goes into how it's not ye that speak, but the Father which speaketh within you. And that coincides with verse 22. But they know, verse 21. But all you think they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. Because these people are carnal. If they're really in the truth, if they're really in the spirit, they'll know that it's the Most High Yahweh Shai which is speaking. But because they see men wearing garments which they call robes or dresses, they look down upon us, man, which goes into what when a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue, but when a poor man speaketh, they say which fellow is this, and try to overthrow him. Verse 25, verse 22. If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin, but they have the cloak for their sins. He that hated me hateth my Father also. The scripture goes into, if you despise the word of Yahweh Shai, you will be destroyed, man. So if you hate this word, if you hate what we're preaching, man, let's be rest assured, man. Like, don't worry, man, you're gonna be destroyed. You don't have to worry about us teaching this truth very long, that long anymore, man, because Yahweh Shai is gonna return, and all that hating and despising that you had against this word, against the brothers, man, you're gonna be judged for that, man. Because Yahweh Shai is not playing, man. So yeah, man, verse 25. But this cometh to pass, that the word might be fulfilled that is written in the law. They hated me without a cause. Yeah, they hate the Most High without a cause. All he was doing is teaching the truth, man, teaching the word, the gospel, the great news of the Most High Yahweh. But 2/3 of our people despise that, man. Despise knowledge, man. When the Comforters come, whom I will send unto you from the Father, even the Spirit of truth which proceedeth from the Father, he shall testify of me. The Spirit of truth is Yahweh. As it says in Revelation, the 19th chapter, how Yahweh Shai is faithful and true, because he comes in the Father as he comes in the Father, Yahweh. Verse 27, and ye shall all bear witness, because ye have been with me from the beginning. So I'm going to the next scripture. Ecclesiastes chapter 27 verse 28. Mockery and reproach are from the proud, but vengeance as a lion shall lie wait for them. So all that scoffing, all that scorning that you're doing, man, it's all gonna come back to you, man. Yahweh Shai doesn't forget anything, man. Scripture goes into that the Most High requires for that which is past. So all that mockery that you're doing, whether it be 10 years ago, 20 years ago, it's all gonna come back, man. Because that death angel is following you everywhere you go, man. Scripture goes into keep that foot when that goes to the house of the Most High, and people ready to hear and to give the sacrifice of fools. And majority of you people did not do that, man. You scorned at the men in law, calling them bowers and proverbs, and all that hatred and that you brought upon the men of the Lord, ultimately Yahweh Shema Shai, is all gonna come back to you, man. Mockery and reproach are from the proud, and pride lead. The scripture says, pride goeth before destruction, and haughty spirit before fall. And so you people are just lining yourself up for judgment, and you don't even know it, man. You think you see a couple men on the street teaching His word with Bibles in their hands. You think that you can say all manner of wickedness against them, and you can just go home and live your life, and it never happened. Well, the Most High, that's not how the Most High goes, man. Vengeance as a lion shall lie in the wait for them. And that's what's gonna happen, man. Scripture goes into the proof of Ecclesiastes how there be spirits that are going for vengeance. So when that time comes, when Jacob's trouble is here, them spirits that are going for vengeance are gonna show themselves, man. They're already showing themselves on a lower scale. But when all hell breaks loose, when Jacob's trouble is here, when Daniel 7:1 is manifested, and that time that's never been before is here, you people are gonna know on that day, man. Especially proud ass women as well, man. So yeah, man, that's it, man. 2nd Esdras 15 chapter, I said I'll go into. It says, I think it was 2nd Esdras 16 chapter about Egypt and Assyria. It says, woe be unto the Babylon and Asia, woe be unto the Egypt and Syria. Get up the loins with cloth, and the hair of sackcloth. Bewail your children, and be sorry, for your judgment is at hand. A sword is set upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is set among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are set unto you, and what is seen that may drive them away? For many, so it's like your verse 6, may any man drive away an hungry lion in the wood, or may any quench the fire in the stubble when it hath begun to burn? May one turn against the arrow that is shot of a strong archer? The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? So, basic rhetorical question, man. The judgment that Yahweh Shema Shai is going to bring upon this earth, no man can prevent that from happening. Not Esau, through the pride that he has. He can't even turn that away. And we know through 2nd Esdras the 13th chapter that Esau is going to try to fight against Yahweh Shai when he returns, man. With Esau's so-called military might and Yahweh Shai's chariots, man. Saying to Isaiah chapter 66 verse 15, the 16th chapter, how the Most High come with his church like a warrior to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. Verse 9, a fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? And I believe in this chapter goes into woe is me, who shall deliver me in those days, man. And men of Israel, men of old, they were mighty men. The men that's in this generation now, man, they're all feminine, man. You may not see it because they got muscles and stuff like that, but when all hell breaks loose, man, you're gonna see the true nature of these men. Because Yahweh Shema Shai is raising up true men, the men of the Lord, man, the elect men. That's what it says in Ecclesiastes, the 2nd chapter. Son of man, prepare thyself for temptation, and stuff like that, man. Because we're going through our hell right now, so we don't have to go through the tribulation which is about to come upon 2/3 of our people, man, and these heathens. So yeah, man. Woe is me, who shall deliver me in those days? Verse 17. The beginning of sorrows and great mourning, and beginning of famine and great death, beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation, anguish shall set scourges for amendment. For all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Behold, virtue shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. Even shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. And that's what's about to happen on this earth very soon. It's happening now on a lower scale, but as it says in I believe it's in Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 3, they will tarry, wait for it, but it shall surely come, it will not tarry. It's like so yeah, man. Dead should be cast out as dung, etc. Man, the terror that Yahweh Shemashai is going to bring upon this earth is going to be unprecedented, man. The things that he did in Sodom and Gomorrah, in Egypt, it's not going to match up to what's about to happen, man. Joshua chapter 9 verse 9 goes into that we have heard the fame of him, of what he did in Egypt, man. Basically into the judgment that Yahweh Shemashai brought upon Egypt. But right now in this kingdom, in this generation, the fame of Yahweh Shemashai is going to be at an all-time high, because he's going to bring judgment that we've never experienced, man. But I'm going to end off there by giving all glory and praises to his name, Yahweh Shemashai. Hope this was edifying to the whole elect men. So lucky if I was rambling in my words, but I hope this was clear to whoever may be watching this. Hopefully an elect men. Shalom.